India, a land of many faiths, many tongues, many cultures. From the snow-capped Himalayas to the coastal temples of Tamil Nadu, every corner of this subcontinent pulses with spiritual diversity. But how does a nation so deeply religious stay secular? What does secularism mean in the Indian context, and how has it changed from Nehru's India to Modi's India? When India won independence in 1947, the wounds of partition were still fresh. Communal riots had killed hundreds of thousands. In such a time, the idea of secularism was not just a legal concept, it was a necessity for national survival. Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first prime minister, believed deeply in secularism, not as a denial of religion but as a refusal to give anyone religion primacy over the other. Interestingly, the word secular was not originally part of the constitution. During the debates, many leaders were wary of the term. Why? Because secularism in the West implied a strict separation of church and state, a model seen as unsuitable for a deeply religious society like India. Instead, the Indian model that emerged was Sarva Dharma Sambhava, equal respect to all religions. B.R. Ambedkar. The state shall not recognize any religion as the state religion, nor will it discriminate between religions. Every individual shall have the liberty to profess and propagate their faith. Ambedkar was clear, the state will not be theocratic, but he also cautioned against mixing religion and politics. Even though India's constitution guaranteed freedom of religion and equality before the law, the term secular was formally inserted only in 1976 during the emergency, through the 42nd Amendment by Indira Gandhi's government. The preamble now read, "India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic," but the meaning was always there, in Articles 25 to 28, which guarantee religious freedom, and Article 15, which prohibits discrimination based on religion. For Nehru, secularism meant the state had to be equidistant from all religions. He pushed scientific temper, rationalism, and opposed religious orthodoxy. He condemned communalism, whether Hindu or Muslim, as a threat to the republic. However, Nehru's vision was not without flaws. While he pushed for a uniform civil code, he ultimately left personal laws untouched, fearing backlash. In contrast, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's tenure has seen the rise of what many call majoritarian secularism, where the state claims to be neutral but is seen as favoring the religious sentiments of the majority. From the abrogation of Article 370 in Muslim-majority Kashmir to the construction of the Ram Mandir on the disputed Babri site, symbolic victories for the Hindu right, India's secular balance has shifted. Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019 fast-tracked citizenship for religious minorities excluding Muslims from Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh. The NRC in Assam left out nearly 2 million people, mostly Muslims, raising fears of statelessness. The hijab ban in Karnataka in 2022 sparked debates on religious freedom and state neutrality. The Gyanvapi mosque case saw the revival of disputes around mosques built over temples. Supporters of Modi argue that these steps are about correcting historical wrongs and asserting Hindu civilizational pride. Critics say it's the slow erosion of the pluralistic, inclusive secularism envisioned by the founders. The idea of secularism in India was never meant to copy the West. It was an indigenous response to a unique civilizational challenge. But secularism is not static, it evolves with society. The question is, will it evolve to include all, or exclude some? India's strength has always been its unity and diversity. As the nation moves forward, the debate on secularism is not just about politics, it's about the soul of the republic. Subscribe for more historical and political explorations.